Hey, Pete Tidwell here with the Mighty Baker. We are on week 22 of these videos, and it's pretty exciting. I'm super stoked that this has continued. This has helped me a lot, and hopefully there's people out there listening to these. If not, it's all good, because it's super fun for me to go back and listen to some of the thoughts I had back 2 months ago or 3 months ago. And it's been a really good journal type thing, just to kind of help me kind of process progress and see kind of how things are going. So it's been super exciting. We're into March, which is exciting. You can see I'm here in my studio right now. I'm just here on a Saturday morning, just making sure everything's good to go over here. My employees are incredible, and I'm so grateful for them. I have these amazing employees that treat my customers with such respect, and they work super hard for me, and I'm so grateful for them. Grateful that I found some really good staff to help me here. We look forward to this month. There's a lot of fun things going on. I hope that business continues as it does. I have a couple fun projects on the side that I'm working on that hopefully I'll make some good progress on this month as well. Business-wise, it's been kind of interesting. I've been thinking of a couple new strategies, a couple new things that I could do to kind of bring in some extra revenue. So I'm kind of working out some of those details right now. I'm always thinking of different ways that I can help increase my revenue. Whether that's in my normal studio business, or whether that's the sale of like products or airbrushes or those kind of things. Whether it's those things or whether it's a completely new idea that I can tack onto this, I'm always trying to figure that out. And I think that's an important thing, is we're putting together businesses and side gigs and whatever we're working on. Don't nail yourself down so hard that you're not willing to strategically pivot sometimes, or even try something new every once in a while. Because something that I've struggled with a lot is like, oh, does that fit my brand? Or does that fit what I'm doing? And then I'll just not do it. And I think that's an important thing when it comes to business, is to be willing to strategize and be willing to not stray super far from what you're doing, like branding and company wise, but being willing to put yourself out there in a couple different ways, because you never know, one of these creative ideas that you have might end up being the one that really helps you get to that next level. So believe in yourself. Try not to doubt yourself in those different steps that you take. Something interesting I saw on Facebook this morning that was pretty inspiring, actually, to me. It was kind of funny because it was kind of a random video that I came across, but it was a video, and I won't share a ton of details of it, but basically it was a church leader, pastor, something, I believe in California somewhere, and he specifically works with gang members and helps give them jobs and get them back into the world, and just kind of help them out, I guess, in a lot of getting them education and jobs and those kind of things. And I thought it was really amazing, and the video was really interesting. And the story that he was talking about was this man who was at a huge group. They were speaking to people, and they were doing like a Q&A with some of these people. And they asked one of these individuals that was a gang member, and he had 2 kids that were entering into high school, kind of teenage years. And one of the people in the crowd asked him, what advice would you give to your kids? And he choked up quite a lot. And what his response was kind of interesting. He paused, wanted to get the whole sentence in, and I'll try to link this video in the bottom, because I thought it was super inspiring to me. And he said, I just don't want them to turn out like me. And then the lady that asked the question said, why wouldn't you want them to turn out like you? You're kind, you're compassionate, and like names a lot of things. And of course, both of them are crying there as they're talking back and forth. And it was interesting, the kind of, I guess, punchline of it, and it was a real story, was that by her bringing that up for him, it helped him have more self-confidence and know that he was okay, like regardless of what he had done and like whatever life he had lived before, whatever it may be, that he was good, and that had strengthened him and turned him into the person that he is today. I think that's something where we as individuals are so hard on ourselves, and we think we've failed because we've done something, or we think that we're not good or not worthy or whatever it may be. And I just want to offer up that thought to everybody out there to believe in yourself and to know that you're doing the things that you need to be doing. And even if you're confused and don't really know what you're doing and are having self-confidence issues, try to sit and think for a moment of where you came from, where you are now, and try and choose at least one thing that you can notice that you're grateful for that's different. And I'm sure you can find one thing at least that you can be grateful for and notice that progress. And I think by noticing those small things will help us to be able to get to that next level. That's at least my opinion on it. I know there's hard times in life, and I know that sometimes you just have to process through hard things, and you have to be depressed for a while, or you have to be sad, and you have to, have some self-confidence issues maybe for a time to just let you, get past something. But don't let it last. Realize that you have the power to change your thoughts about others, and especially about yourself. You can change your thoughts about yourself, and instead of thinking negative thoughts like I hate myself, or I'm a horrible person, or I'm a horrible mom or a horrible dad, you can change that thought, and you can think to yourself, I'm doing great as a dad. I'm doing great as a business owner. I'm doing as great as I can right now, and that's good enough. And I'm gonna try harder tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day. And that don't get down on yourself. Continue to help yourself get to that next level. I think that was really inspiring for me, because I feel like all of us really have those, I don't know if you would call it demons, or if you'd call it, I guess, self-doubt. I was watching Doctor Strange with my daughter and my family. She hadn't seen it yet, and we watched it all together in preparation for the last episode of WandaVision. And in there's a quote that talks about that we can't get rid of our demons, but we can learn to live above them. And I thought that was so insightful, because that self-doubt and that fear and the things that are uncomfortable, and these things that we deal with that bother us all the time and bog us down, we can change how we think about those, and we can live above them, which means that we can still have them in our life, in that they're always going to be there. I guess that's what I mean, is they're always going to be there. But if we learn how to be able to change your thoughts and live above them, when you face fear or face self-doubt or face overwhelm, you can then look at that and be like, oh, this is overwhelm that I'm feeling right now, and I'm good. I can deal with this. It's going to be hard, and this is what it feels like, but I can actually deal with this. And then over time, as you practice that, you'll then be able to live above those, and they won't have control over you, because you can have control over them. And that's pretty empowering. I think it's pretty amazing. It's a bit of a mind shift, but it's something that we can do. I hope you guys are all amazing and doing great. I know these vlogs have kind of taken a bit of a different turn than I originally planned, because I wanted them to be a little bit more focused on business strategy, and I think they will be in the future. But keep in mind, right now, I'm going through a life coach certification with the Life Coach School, and I am super, super stoked about it. It's been life-changing so far. I am a few months into it now, and I'll be fully certified in July through that program, which is super exciting. And I am super stoked about it. I think it's gonna be a pretty great, amazing thing that's gonna help overall. And it's not gonna take away necessarily from what I'm doing with the Mighty Baker, but I do plan on doing some business slash life coaching type businesses in the future to really help people and really truly give back from some of the knowledge and experiences that I've had. Because I think that's the biggest way we can learn, and there's so many people out there that have so much value to share, and sometimes they're just too busy to share it, and I really want to help people. I want to help people be able to reach their dreams and to be able to accomplish the things that they want to, and overall, just to feel better about themselves and to have more positive thoughts about themselves, because that is something I've struggled with so bad in my life, and I really want to help others to be able to be empowered like I am feeling right now as I'm going through this certification program. And I'm super stoked, super awesome. So please come back, come check things out here at the Mighty Baker Cake Creation Studio at the Shops at Riverwoods. Come decorate a cake in our studio. It's incredible. If you need a moment to kind of escape life and come decorate a cake and just enjoy and kind of have a creative outlet, this is the place. It's amazing. Also here we have all sorts of things that you can buy from a cake decorating standpoint. We have cake stands, we have airbrushes, we've got edible cake paint, and we've got all sorts of just fun things here. And that's one thing that I've done to help others is provide this business. I think creating cakes and creating a fun work of art is such a great creative outlet, and can just be fun for people and help them kind of forget about all the crazy stuff we've been going through over the last year or so with COVID, and come decorate a cake and just come enjoy life for a few minutes. And it's been fun. It's been amazing. Some of our customers come up with some amazing cakes, and it's super, super fun. I hope all of you have an amazing week. Stay positive, keep those smiles on. As I've mentioned before, reach out to somebody that you have not talked to in a while and just say hello, see how they're doing, let them know that you love them, let them know that you care. I think those little messages mean so much. I had a couple good experiences this last week with that, and I know that's a huge thing. Reach out to somebody else. Be grateful for everything that all the things you have, for being alive today, and have an amazing week. Pete Tidwell with the Mighty Baker. Keep smiling, keep positive. Peace out.